Yeah, dude. So the EP that dropped is bananas, dude.
Start the show. The Good Life with BT. It's Nicole. Welcome to the Good Life.
You are now listening to the Good Life Podcast.
Good Life. Good Life. These boys are crazy.
You are now listening to the Good Life Podcast.
Good Life. What?
You guys are like, I mean, you're not babies to music, but like you're a new band, right? So I mean, like,
Yeah.
Yeah, year old.
it's bananas, dude. Like it sounds like I'm 40, dude, right? Like I'm an old fucker. It sounds like me like going to Warped Tour in the early 2000s again, which is fucking rad, man.
Thank you.
So hopefully that's what you're going for, because if you're like, oh shit, we made old people music, that's not what I was saying. But
I feel like we definitely all have roots in that kind of music and just wanted to make music like it. You know, you want to play music that you want to listen to. So
Definitely.
Yep.
hell yeah. And the band name, obviously, second place. I'm not gonna ask the cliche question, where did you get the band name? It's a cool sounding pop punk name, man. That's what I think.
So it's actually kind of a funny story. My dad came up with it, actually. We used to be part of this cover band called Park Street. And when we ended Park Street, we were like looking for a new band. Like, we kind of like all came together, formed a new band and everything. We're looking for a name. And my dad was like, well, you guys are just going to call it Park Street, like keep it going, right? And I was like, no, I mean, like, we kind of want to leave that in the past, you know, like make our own thing and everything. And he's like, well, whatever, you know, you come up with against Park Street is going to be second place. And I was like, that's actually not bad. And I'm stuck.
Second place like fits that whole vibe, man. Like as soon as so backstory real quick. My wife's best friend Eden from Indiana, which is also where you guys are from. You guys are from what town in Indiana again? I'm sorry.
We're all from different
towns.
Towns are
It's all
so.
Indiana.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all like the region.
I would say the region is a good way to
Northwest
say it.
Indiana, the region, what everybody calls it.
Pretty much right outside Chicago, though. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's where the vibe comes from. You guys get the Chicago vibes into you. I can hear it, man. But yeah. So she reached out and she's like, "Oh, my cousin's in a band," and I was like, "Okay, here we go." Like, I mean, that fucking happens all the time, man. And I don't remember which song she sent me, dude. I don't think it was Harder to Please. What's the cigarette song?
Yeah, Misery. Misery.
Yes, she sent me that one, and I was like, "Oh shit, okay." Like, these guys are actually pretty dope. And yeah, you guys popped on my playlist like very frequently after that, man. So, very shocked at how good you guys are. To be not like in a negative way, just like that style of music that you guys are doing is very hard to write. Super catchy choruses and keep the whole song entertaining. And on the new EP, man, I got to give you a huge shout out because it's very Newfound Glory-ish almost, like how those intros are, and like to every song is like, it's not like you just go right into the song. There's very long intros and it's very fast upbeat pace, man. I fucking love it, dude. Was that kind of the plan going into it? Like, let's stick with that kind of an idea?
That's these two guys right here, man. Caden and Angel. Angel does all of our production and makes all of our music that we're actually able to put out. And Caden does write a good portion of it. Like, we all give our inputs and everything, but I would say they're mainly his brainchilds.
Yeah. And then Angel, you used to do what? You used to do solo stuff before this too? Is that right?
Yeah. I used to do DJing, producing EDM music, and just solo stuff. Never really released anything on my own. And then I ended up asking these guys, "Hey man, let's start another band," you know. And now we're here, so it's working out.
What's your I hate asking this question, man, because it seems like such like a fucking easy question, but like who's like your big influence, man? Because when I hear you sing and the style you do, I can like pinpoint like 3 or 4 dudes. I'm curious who you say it is.
To be honest, I'm a huge fan of State Champs. I don't even know the dude's name. I forget the singer's name, to be honest, so I guess I'm not that big of a fan, but I go based off of him pretty much. I just love his energy and his vocals, just always shouting, and yeah. And I like to go a little soft occasionally, so.
You guys got some softer shit coming out? You gonna do an acoustic song or what?
Maybe in due time.
I would say, I mean, there's 2 softer ones on the EP, but like we've always like toyed with the idea of like, you know, taking one of the already made songs and just making an unplugged acoustic version of it. That's it was always on the table. But
Bro, settling could come down as a badass acoustic song.
that'd be
Yeah,
fun.
no, it would definitely.
Settling fucking hits, man. I'm stoked for this, man. Like I said, we kind of had to keep the lid on this about you guys because there's some things coming out, but you guys are one of the first Good Life record artists out of Omaha, man. And I think we've been talking about it since probably I fucking met you guys, man. Like I was like, you guys need to sign up, and I think at that time we had 4 bands, and now it's just like, like it's blowing up, dude. So I'm stoked. You guys are one of 2. I can't say the other one yet because I'm sure your podcast is gonna come out before theirs. But dude, I'm stoked, man, for people in Omaha, for you guys to come here and people get to hear this music, man. It's gonna be badass.
Yeah, we're very excited.
100%.
Definitely, man.
Yeah.
You're gonna make
It's,
Omaha your like second, maybe your first home. We'll see, man. It might be like it happens, man. People will come here and be like, "Yeah, I get a bigger crowd in Omaha." Like it just happens sometimes.
That'd be kind of
I
cool.
know you guys
would
have
be
a pretty
cool.
big scene out there, so
Yeah, I had no
could.
idea the size of the scene out there too, because like Luke has a buddy with another band out there, and like he's like, yeah, like the pop punk metal scene is just ginormous over here, and I was like, who would have thought?
Yeah.
You know?
It's weird, yeah, dude. It used to be that way in the early 2000s, and we had a couple bands pop. I mean, obviously, like 311 popped out of here, man. That was probably the biggest one, but I mean, like we had like Bright Eyes and some other ones, but
Well, like Paradise a lot, actually.
there's always been like a pop punk scene here, and it always I don't know, it just never popped off, and I think that's kind of, you know, not even just pop punk. I mean, we have like there's some bands on with like the Impulsive. I don't know if you guys have checked them out yet, but they're fucking heavy, man. They're part of Good Life Records, and they're real good. So I mean, Omaha's got a really decent music scene, man. So I mean, you guys getting to join up with us, man, and you know, coming here, and then we're gonna bring people out to you guys, and we're gonna try to just cornerstone the market and just take it over. That's the plan. I like it.
Oh yeah.
Happy to hold down the fort in this region, yeah.
Yeah, dude. Everybody. Funny enough, we made that post about where do you want us to come. I got hit up by a lot of people from Indiana. You know,
Yeah.
obviously my wife's family's from there too, but I like, not joking. We might go to like a small town run or something and go pop off some small towns and pick one in Indiana and do it. That'd be fun.
That'd be sick, yeah.
I mean, there are some cool spots here that I feel like.
There's
you
an
know,
actual venue in Hobart called the Hobart Art Theater.
There's
Yeah.
the Hobart Art Theater, yeah. There's like a few scattered like bars that have like pretty good spaces for bands to play
Yeah.
too, and like
Yeah, I won't say the bar, but we played. That's when I finally got to meet Jared in person. We met in Chicago, but the night before we stopped at a small town in Indiana, and we had like our lanyards on from the tour and shit. And the dude that owned the bar was like, "All right, man, I'll make you a deal. Like, if you guys want to play here, I won't charge you." And I'm like, "Fucking charge me? Like, what are you talking about, dude?" And like, we're like in this tin shed of a bar. Like, dude, it was like if we would have played, it would have sounded just like the dude. It was so bad. But yeah, I was like, "Yeah, man, we're playing in Chicago tomorrow night." And he's like, "Oh, that's cool, man. Yeah. I mean, like, you guys can play here, and then, you know, like, maybe we can throw you a couple free drinks or something." And I'm just like,
Maybe.
"Bro, we're from fucking 8.5 hours away, dude. Like, a couple shots of Fireball isn't gonna pay for the hotel room, my friend. But thank you, I appreciate it. But in all reality, though, dude, it would be dope, man. And I'm not saying like, because you guys aren't from a small town, but like where my wife's from is from Logansport. I just kind of thought, like, man, how fun would that be? Would get like 10 bands and just go to a small town and just like promote the shit out of it, and like just, I don't know if you guys have you guys played in a small town before, like a really small one?
I mean, like, I guess it depends on what you consider small. I
Yeah.
think Highland has like 35,000 people, so like I don't think that's small.
Yeah,
But-
maybe Logansport's not as small as I'm saying it is, but compared to like what we're used to, I guess. I don't know. But what I can tell you is when you go play like a place like that that's not used to having that stuff come to it, it gets pretty fucking wild, man. It's pretty fun.
Like, I think it's crazy, but I've seen so many videos of people playing in like really weird places too. Like, there was almost a pop punk show in a Culver's by us, and I think that'd be
I
hilarious.
forgot about
What
that.
the fuck is up, Culver's?
Yeah, like, can you imagine how? I think they were gonna call it, like Burgers and Breakdowns, and I'm like, that's awesome.
That's sick, dude.
Oh, are you kidding me?
That
I
is
want to
dope.
like, but
Dude, I want to name one of my shows that now, Burgers and Breakdowns, and get a vendor to like just sling burgers out front or something.
it never happened. Steal the name. And what are they gonna do? Sue you?
Let's do it. Let's do that for your guys' show. Let's book something out your way. We'll call it Burgers and Breakdowns, and we'll bring out like 3 or 4 bands, and we'll just throw it down.
That sounds great. That sounds so much fun.
That'd be dope, man. But yeah, no, we're what are you guys looking forward to in the near future, man, as far as everything that's going on? I know that you just got the EP out. You got a show coming up here in a few days. And then you got some other stuff planned out, too.
Can we talk about the show?
Yeah, the show. Show's next Friday. It's at a local spot called the 219 Collective. They're like a house show venue type of place. So it's like
A house show type venue.
Yeah, so it's like they throw house shows there frequently, and you gotta like DM for the address and stuff like that.
Very underground. It's
Very underground, very just like
That's fucking cool, dude.
low key, but it's gonna be a good time. And the band that's headlining is Motion Sick, and they're on tour right now. So this is one of their stops, and then it's like the whole lineup in total. It's a band called Connie Hash, us, Life Looks Good, and Motion Sick.
So is it a venue or is it a house?
It's a house.
It's a
It's a house, but it's a
I
venue.
looked at the I'm like, this looks
Yeah.
like a house.
It's a house.
It's a straight up house.
It's a house venue. It's gonna be a good ass time. I'm so excited. If
I've heard of this, dude.
you want to look them up on Instagram, 219 Collective.
219 Collective.
But it's 2, the number 1, and then 9 Collective.
Yeah, they seem like super nice people. I'm excited to play a show with them, you know? And I've looked at some of the videos at their place or whatever, and it looks super cool. So, I mean, I love house shows. I feel like it's a lot greater energy. It's a lot closer, you know what I mean? So,
Yeah,
I don't know.
it's literally 8 minutes for me. So I'm happy.
I mean,
about
dude, that makes it so much better, right?
it.
Yeah.
Dude, that's crazy. So it's somebody's house, but it's technically a venue?
yeah.
Yeah. And there's another spot up in Chicago we almost played a show in a couple months ago called My Place Ohio. But it's not in Ohio. It's in Chicago, and it's somebody's house. Same type of deal.
You'd be surprised how many like local pop-up venues they have of these in Chicago. Like those are just 2 that we found. There has to be more. You know what I mean? Of people just throwing local house
Yeah,
shows.
just in basements.
I mean, yeah, I remember doing that back in the day, but it never had like a name. Do you know what I mean? Like I remember doing house shows, but like it was always just like, yo, we're going to like Jay's house or something. It's not like 219 Collective. You know what I mean? Like that's crazy, dude. They must really like throw some decent amount of shows though if they can put like an actual name on the house for the venue. That's fucking cool, man.
Poster and everything, man. I was like, this is legit.
Yeah, the poster quality, it's on our Instagram, and it's like high quality shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw it, dude. Yeah, it does look good. That's how many people fit in there?
Who knows?
That's a good question.
Who
We're
knows?
gonna find out, I guess.
Videos, you know. So I mean, who knows, man.
It's gonna be an experience.
I'm interested, dude. Yeah, please get video. I'm very interested. I want to hear like what it sounds like and what it looks like. That's really cool, dude.
Well, luckily enough, my cousin actually, he's done a lot of photography for us, and I think his name Nando Goody Media on Instagram. But like he's gonna videotape the whole show for us, take a lot of good pictures. So we'll have some good ways to show everybody how it went afterwards. So it'll be nice.
Dude, that's so rad.
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw a Good Life house party, dude. Now I want to do that.
That'd be sweet.
Do it.
So it's not really the same. So Alieska, Jared, you got to meet them and when we were in Chicago. The lead singer was saying how we should just like rent out like a big ass Airbnb, like a big ass, like the biggest Airbnb we can find in the area, and then have all Good Life artists come through and set it up like a studio, and just have everybody come through and record in like 2 days and just record a new song.
We've toyed with that
Because he produces too.
Hell yeah.
That would be sick.
Just like have everybody party for 2 days and then just take turns going in there and recording or something. Dude, that'd be so much fun.
That'd be
And just
sweet.
release them like a playlist on Spotify, like a Good Life, all the new songs. Just there you go. What do you think about that?
That's a great idea.
You down to come out? Let's do
We're
it.
in, man.
We're in,
That's
fuck
just-
yeah.
You guys are like, get me the fuck out of here, dude. Let's go. Let's get some shit going, man.
It's
Ready to
cold
get
here.
up here. So, man, I there's things we can't talk about, and I'm glad my co-host isn't on here because he would fucking rage if he heard me say that. He's been in radio for 20 years, dude. And anytime I'm like, oh, we can't talk about that, he's like, don't say that. It pisses people off. And I'm like, well, there's things we can't talk about, but I mean,
It's okay.
you guys are probably, not probably, you're going to be a part of the coolest thing that we've ever done. I can tell you that. You know, we've kind of planned this out, and I'm going to tease people with it because it's fun, but it is by far the coolest thing we have done yet to date. And I'm excited to get you guys in front of a whole bunch of fucking people, man. It's going to be a lot of fun.
I'm excited,
So-
man.
Yeah, we're excited.
It's gonna be scary. That's what it's gonna be. It's gonna be scary now. It'll be fun, man. But so, I guess as far as your plans for music this year, you guys got the EP. The EP dropped technically last year, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then you guys plan on dropping some more singles this year. You plan on dropping another EP. What's your plan with that?
So I've already written like the next EP. So yeah, so me and Angel, I've already kind of started recording like the demos for it. One of them's pretty much done as far as like kind of the construction of it, besides drums and bass. But like guitars and vocals, all the ideas for that are pretty much done. And then we have another one that's pretty much done, and then 2 other songs that are written but not recorded yet as far as demos. But I would imagine we'll release a 4-song EP in the next couple months, and then it'll be album time after that.
You guys are like the fucking Tupac of pop punk, dude. You just got shit ready to go.
That's skating.
That's all I do is I just sit in my room and write. So
I can't remember. I know we've talked once before, and this is kind of a redo podcast. Was somebody like big into metal in your group? I couldn't remember. That's what I thought. Okay, yeah. Who was your buddy's band out of the area, dude?
As
Out of
Tides,
Omaha? What was it?
As Tides Rise.
As Tides Rise.
Yeah, they actually just put out a new song on Friday.
It's pretty good.
Dude, let me look at something. Did we just review them? We did like a live podcast music review. I can't remember if we reviewed them or not.
I believe they're out of Lincoln.
Yeah, I think.
Dude, I got married a little over a year ago now, and we went on our honeymoon in Mexico. That's actually where I met Micah, their lead singer. Him and his girl were there, and we just met them. We hung out while we were in Mexico, made that connection. It was cool. It's a good time. Cool dude.
Oh!
Good band.
Public Figure just played with them last
Oh,
year.
really?
Yeah. As Tides Rise, yeah.
Wow, that's cool. That's crazy.
Yeah, I was like, oh, okay. I mean, they played with them like last September or whatever. It's not the Micah that was in Falling in Reverse, right?
No.
Okay. There was a dude from Nebraska that was in Falling in Reverse. That's why I was wondering if that was him. I thought
No.
his name was Micah. Could be somebody else. Very possible as well. Who knows? I never know what the fuck I'm talking about. But something I like to ask everybody, I like to get everyone's perspective on it. So it seems like nowadays you have to be a real good content creator first, and then the music comes second. What's your outlook on all that shit, man? I see him just shaking his head. He's like, don't fucking talk about it.
Not great.
We try and post when we can and try and come up with ideas, but the music's more important for sure.
It's like a delicate balance. You have to maintain a presence and stay relevant on social media to be able to gain attention. It's just part of the game now. So like, we try to do things when we can, try to stay on trends. Like, one thing I actually like that we do a lot is we'll post on our Instagram story something called In the Queue, which is where like everyone listens to music throughout the day. We all listen to different stuff, so we'll just like take turns, send a screenshot of whatever we're listening to. And be like, hey, this is kind of like, you know, what we're listening to today, you know? And it could be, you know, like really popular bands or bands that we like learned about through the scene and everything, but yeah, I don't know.
And we posted on our Instagram story, and we actually have a playlist on our Spotify for it. So every Friday, post a new one, updates on the playlist, and just keep growing it. Because we just love music, so why not share it with other people too? Maybe you'll find something.
Man.
Just be like, oh damn, this is cool as hell. New band you like, whatever, you know.
The good thing about us, man, with the Good Life side, man, and all the bands you guys kind of teamed up with is, like, we have some super loyal ass people, and they're about to just reshare the shit out of everything that you guys post. And, you know, I mean, shit, man. Hopefully we get to the point, you know, we were doing that thing yesterday about going to Indiana. And I mean, we had people commenting like, yo, make sure you let us know the dates, or message me, make sure you let us know the dates so we can get out to those shows. So we have people that are going to drive 8 hours just to go see it, man.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's awesome, man.
So it's going to be, it's going to be fun for you guys for sure to get like this whole new, you know, this new area of people. And, you know, hopefully that translates over for the other guys into your area. And then, like I said, we got another band from out of state joining. That's in a fun vacation area. That's how I'll say it. Look at another tease, man. People are going to get pissed at me. But so when we go play concerts down in that area, it's going to be a lot of fun, man. So, yeah, we're stoked, man.
Well, we've just been practicing, honestly, because that you're speaking of, like, the night when I met you, Dave. We were, when I saw Alyeska and Let Down and all those guys, like, I was just so impressed. I was like, wow, like, they put on such, like not only good music, but, like, an entertaining performance. And I was like, I want to be like that so bad. So, like, just for, like, this show, like, it's fun because this is, like, the first time we've been able to play all of our music and, like, everything like that at a kind of a venue, I guess you would say. So we're just super excited to be able to implement things that we saw from there into, like, our own style and just get the crowd going as much as they could, you know?
Yeah. I remember telling my wife that I was like, I don't know if the word "we scared Jared" was the right word for that night, but like I remember he was like, hey man, I think we need to go back to the drawing board for a second here, pretty much, and get shit right before we're ready to come out and play. And I was like, oh, I got mad respect for you for that, man. That's a hard thing to say, dude. You know, I mean, like, shit, I don't know how many shows Alley's played, dude. I mean, that was their second tour they've ever been on, though, and that was both in 2024. They went on tour, so. You know, you're gonna learn things when you get in front of people, what works and what doesn't work, man. So you just gotta keep getting out there, bro. But musically wise, you guys are solid as fuck, dude. Like, I'm telling you, like, you guys are ready. I'm excited to see the live show for sure.
We appreciate it, man. Thank you so much.
And we'll all, you know, there's a guy named John Feist. I don't know. I know Jared's talked to John. I don't know if the rest of you have. He's the drummer for Public Figure.
Talking to John is a great guy too. Hopefully we can all play a show together one day when all the stars align. If we can get out. Back out
I will tell you this: if you say I want to see a mosh pit, John Feist is the one you want in the crowd, because I don't care if it's him and 100-year-old people. He's starting a fucking pit for you, dude.
Oh yeah.
So we got a bunch of rad ass dudes together, man, that all support each other, so it's cool. But yeah, man, no, we are stoked to have you guys with us, man. We're stoked to get you out to Omaha. To be dated. I don't know if that's the word. I don't know how the fuck to say that. To be determined. Whatever. Fuck everybody else. Listen, we're excited to get you guys out here. It's gonna happen. It's already been booked. People will find out probably in about 2 months, I would say.
Cool.
But until then, man, let's just share the shit out of all your music to everybody that we know and get everybody ready, so that way, I don't know if you guys have seen it yet, but coolest feeling as a musician is being on stage and hearing everyone sing your lyrics back. It's one of the coolest things you'll ever see.
I'm sure.
So
You know?
that's the plan, is by the time you come out here, you're going to go to a different city and see tons, maybe not tons, but multiple people singing your shit back to you that you've never even been here before. So that's the plan.
Yeah, that'd be so cool.
We don't have a date secured yet right now, but we are in the process of working with a nonprofit charity called Humane Indiana. They're a domestic animal shelter outside of the region over here. We're working on this big, huge charity music festival with them right now, where we're going to include a lot of local region bands and music and try and just raise a bunch of money and awareness for the animals. So it's going to be a really, really awesome day. Like I said, we're kind of in the midst of organizing it right now, so I can't give too many details as far as a date, but it is coming up in like the August, September area. So we're going to be posting about it on all of our socials and everything too. So if you guys see it, if you want to donate, I mean, I'm sure they're going to be taking more than monetary donations. They're taking food, toys, blankets, all that kind of good stuff. So I mean, if you have any questions, feel free to, you know, message our second place socials. If you have any questions, I can turn you to the right people and we can hopefully do some good.
Maybe we could get some bands from Nebraska out here.
That'd be cool, yeah.
I was gonna say you fucked that up because you immediately been like, we can do it with some Good Life artists. They'll come, bro.
No, I mean,
That's
like,
not a bad idea.
I'm not. I mean, I need bands. So I mean,
How many do you need? We got 12 of them.
like I said, like, well, we could talk about it more. But like, I'm in the midst of planning. I'm still trying to figure out how many splits I can do and everything. But I know I need bands, so I'm sure we're gonna be able to talk about it a little bit more as we get a little bit closer. It's about half a year away, but in organizing things like this, that's not a lot of time. So
No.
I'm gonna hit the ground soon.
What I would say is if hopefully that's on a Friday or Saturday night.
It's gonna be on a weekend for sure.
Yeah. We'll
Yeah,
if we set something up with that, then we'll set up like something right around the area for you guys to get out of the state and go play somewhere with the Good Life artists somewhere else, and then the next night they can come there and play with you guys or something. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, man.
It's all about planning, my friend. But don't, man. No, like I said, we are stoked you guys are part of Good Life Records, man. We're stoked that we made a friendship with you guys. You guys are badass music, cool ass dudes, man, and we can't wait to get you out to Omaha to party with us, man.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you so much for the opportunity.
Absolutely, bro. And everyone go check out Second Place right now.
Do it.
Until the midnight hour.